buddy, your boss that you're sucking his is a pedophile. Why the don't you say anything about him?
I'm gonna cut in right there when you start talking about sucking your pedophile boss's. Not you. Not
Okay,
not
I was like, don't make it seem
boss.
like I would. I'm grateful that I don't have to deal with a asshole at work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that is actually
That's pretty tight.
It is.
You know what else is tight? Not your fingerable butthole. Welcome to
Really?
Sci-Fi Simps, bitch.
First episode, you just can't wait to get it in there. Shut up. Also, hi.
I'm either gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna cut it in there or if I'm gonna get it in there. But either way, bienvenido, power bottoms, to Sci-Fi Simps.
I'm not a power bottom, but I felt like that implied that I was.
I wasn't. I said it to them, implying that they are the power bottoms. Bienvenido, bienvenidos.
What does that mean?
It means welcome.
Okay.
Bienvenidos in Spanish is welcome. Bienvenido, I don't know which one that is, but it's also just.
By the way, worst Latino ever right here. I don't speak Spanish.
Welcome to Sci-Fi Simps. Just what the world needed. Another podcast with two white passing dudes talking about whatever the fuck. Whoa, what was that? Something dinged over here. Anyway, do you want to introduce yourself, one with the blue hair, or should I do that first? For audio listeners, he has blue hair.
I don't know why that's like he's a blue-haired liberal. Look at him.
Say liberal.
I know. Just
I didn't say that.
I did think about that while I was dyeing my hair. Like, and how I'm gonna like.
Because I do live in Austin, and when we did go out for breakfast last weekend, you did get a compliment.
I get a lot of compliments. I love that. Like,
it's like not cyan, but it's like turquoise-ish.
It's like I thought it was. It's the color's deep blue, and I'm like,
why'd you say it like that?
But like, I'm not gonna lie. I like
anyway.
I hate that Family Guy clip when it's like I got a gay as a prize. Can I take him home? And it's like, you gotta feed him. It's like, what do you eat? Compliments. And I'm like, that's so mean.
As someone who describes themselves as Roger from American Dad, yeah, I'd say so.
I'll describe myself. People who watch American Dad.
What's your name? Because you still haven't said it.
It's Matt. Hi, I'm Magnus.
I'm Greg. What's going on?
You know what? I thought we should also say what's our favorite genre within sci-fi.
Our favorite genre.
So diverse.
Oh yeah, it is.
Me personally, cyberpunk. I love cyberpunk.
You can see his little Deus Ex guy over there. He told me his name like 20 minutes ago.
Adam Jensen.
Thanks, but I obviously forgot.
But now I doubt it. I don't know why saying that I lost all confidence.
And saying now that you're in front of a camera with
now
a
that I'm in
microphone
front of a camera,
and it's going to be cemented into the internet.
Yeah,
you're just afraid to talk.
I feel like that's not his name now, and I'm like so sure it is.
I'm just gonna make like 20 bot accounts just to say that it's not.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. They're not even gonna like or subscribe. They're just gonna shit on me. That's
yeah. It's exactly what I'm gonna do. So yeah, you like cyberpunk, dude? I genuinely like the space adventure.
That's fair, and
like, I don't know what to call, like what part of the genre to call that other than like the adventure.
No, but I get it. Star Trek, Farscape,
Yeah.
And like I love space. Like right now, I'm watching, and I need to finish the last 2 seasons, The Expanse, which is phenomenal.
My dad's also watching.
Your dad just knows sci-fi.
What's the show you just told me to watch?
Oh fuck! It was a movie. It was War Machine.
No, yeah, that.
Yeah,
no,
it was
no, but the show, not the movie. The show. You just told me to watch a show. It was like a spy show.
A spy night agent.
Yeah,
night agent. So not sci-fi, guys.
Not
like,
but
give
like,
it a good look.
Anyway, him and my father have a lot of similar tastes. Apparently,
he knows like the shit that's good. That's why I was like, you got like, I'm gonna say watch War Machine before your dad. Because I
told him that too, and he's like, "What's it on?" He's like, "Is that a show or a movie?"
Like as soon as I saw Alan Ritchson fighting fucking a Metal Gear, which I watched it because like I was already gonna, but Kojima was like, yes, this is great. He liked that fucking movie because they basically fight a Metal Gear. That's it. Like that was why. Like it wasn't great, but it's definitely like it's a fun movie. Like I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Your dad is gonna love it. I hope. I'm 90% sure. But no, I get what you're saying. Like the space adventure, and I like space adventure is just so. Like I wish, like instead of fucking bombing the Middle
tell me
East,
a good
just
story with a sci-fi space setting. Like, just tell me a good adventure story or a good like isolated story in space or like some kind of spaceship sci-fi set piece setting, and I'm happy.
I'm not gonna. I'll take like any situation in a sci-fi. Like, give me Friends, but like in the year 2100, and like have some actual diversity.
So you want the Jetsons?
Well, that's a family. That's less than because Friends is a group of.
You know what I mean.
But also, like, I just slice of life, anything, whatever. I fucking.
So you want a sitcom? You want a sci-fi sitcom?
I would love a sci-fi sitcom.
Okay.
Which I mean, Futurama.
Yeah, literally Futurama. Yeah.
Yeah, but like more of that. I feel like just it would be cool to see just everything. I love sci-fi. I'll watch anything in a sci-fi setting.
Okay. Nice. Anyway, if you couldn't tell from today's title, we're talking about the movie Alien, by James Cameron. Phenomenal.
No.
Classic.
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. Sorry, not James Cameron.
That's Aliens.
Aliens. Sorry. I didn't. The iPad's in front of me, but not in my hands. Sorry, my bad. It's got all my information on it because God knows I'm like a baby. I don't know anything that's going on without this iPad.
Because he needs to look at the internet to know who directed the famous 1977 Alien.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry, Dad. He doesn't know names for jack shit. He doesn't know director. Like, the only people's names he knows are, like, action heroes that he likes. Bruce
also,
Willis.
Once again, with
Arnold
the camera thing, it is Ridley Scott, right?
Yes,
Okay.
It's Ridley Scott. Directed by Ridley Scott. Screenplay Dan O'Bannon. So.
Who also worked on Jodorowsky's Dune. Which is where he met H.R. Geiger and got Geiger to do the designs. What?
It's the Dune song?
Okay, that was not a good one.
You're not a good one.
Shut up. What the fuck are you doing?
Why? Okay, look, I'm gonna play it in post. I'm gonna play it back to back. It's gonna be the exact same.
Send me before you post that.
No,
Just send me that
clipping,
clip.
I'm clipping this right
Yeah,
now.
please. Okay.
Like, watch.
And got Geiger to do the designs. What?
That was so good. That was spot on.
Sure.
Anyway, 20th Century Fox. 1979 question mark? 79? Yeah, 79.
I thought it was 77.
No, 79.
Oh, 77 was Star Wars, which we have Star Wars to thank for Alien. Because, like, after Star Wars came out,
yeah,
studios were like, hey.
We're like, oh, sci-fi adventures?
Science fiction can make us lots of money. Let's make a lot of movies.
What if we made a movie about a phallic-shaped alien?
Yeah, the whole movie is just like a metaphor for men.
Do you see my live producer right over here?
It's
Our
not
live producer's over here on the floor on top of my feet.
Aww.
She rolled over and looked at us.
But yeah, like the phallic intentionality. I mean, the whole movie's a metaphor for
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Don't be creepy about it.
We'll talk about those phallic shapes. And those dripping
metaphor
teeth.
for assault. Let me use the creepiest voice that I can think
Yeah,
of. Like,
that's the whole fucking point. Anyway, Alien premiered on May 24, 1979 at the 4th Seattle International Film Festival, received a wide release on June 22nd and September 6th in the UK. Initially mixed reviews, but won the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, 3 Saturn Awards for Best Science Fiction Film, Best Direction for Scott, and Best Supporting Actress for Cartwright, and also a Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Presentation. Alien grossed $78.9 million in the United States and 7.8 million pounds in the UK. Wow, bullshit. Well, the UK's kind of small.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely smaller than America,
Yeah.
like, significantly. Like Texas beats the entire UK.
What's the population of the UK?
Fucking
Mabel, look that up. I like how she's like, what?
Also, Gregory, tell us, what's a Saturn Award?
It's a Saturn Award.
Yeah, I don't know what the Saturn Awards are.
It's just think of it. It's
Okay.
like another Golden Globes, man.
God,
It's just more. It's rich people giving rich people awards.
Which I do agree with actors getting recognition, but it's just a glaze fest, and they kind of overlook some awards. The Oscars definitely looks over like some really good performances.
I mean, they're definitely starting to do more for non-actors, and I appreciate that.
That's
Stunt people need to get a category.
I agree.
Anyway, so total estimated gross between 104 million and 188 million. What the? That's so weird. This Wikipedia is so weird. Okay, because the budget is estimated between 8.4 and 14 million dollars, and then the box office is 188 million dollars and 203 million dollars between those two numbers. It's really weird looking.
Maybe like record keeping was just bad back then.
No, I don't know who just wrote this Wikipedia article.
Okay.
Anyway, it made a lot of money.
Very
Like you said, it made a lot of money, and they were like, "What if we put an S at the end? What if we made Alien?
We made Alien 2. No. Aliens. Because there's gonna be more than one of them.
This time there's gonna be two."
That's what the audience thought, but then there were more. There were more than two.
There was more than two. That's why there were plural S. It was more than two. It was more than a couple. Because if it was Alien 2, it would just be two aliens. You know what I'm saying?
Could have called it Couple of Aliens.
Couple of guys.
Couple of dudes.
just guys being dudes, you know?
Couple of dudes doing M-pregs on other dudes.
Just a couple of, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say what my brain was trying to stutter out. It's like, don't say that. That's a bad place. That's a bad place. Anyway, we've gotten a lot of Alien franchise since then. Most recently, Alien Earth.
I loved Alien Earth.
I was about to say, what did you think of Alien Earth?
It was great. I'm kind of really curious about that eye thing. Like, I was like, okay, this dude is cool. I want to know his story. What are you doing, little eye dude? What's your plan? What's your motive?
Yeah, I like the little eye guy.
I'm also just a big fan of like.
Well, what I'm sorry, but to cut you off. What I'm more upset about is like what this does to just total Alien continuity. Because I'm thinking about like what's happening at the same time.
The continuity
like
is
that,
all over
that's
the
just,
place.
Yeah, I know it's all over the place with like time and stuff, and like you have to take that out of your brain in order to really enjoy it. But it's like if I start thinking too hard about all that shit.
Yeah, like Prometheus kind of didn't line up with Alien 1 at all.
No,
like
I don't fucking know.
it was
Michael
if I remember
Fassbender though.
correctly. Oh God, his performance was amazing as David. In Prometheus and what was it, Alien Covenant?
Covenant?
Yeah.
Covenant.
I did want to see how that panned out. Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of upset we didn't get to.
I am one of those people. Like, look, I don't give a shit if it bombs and you lose money. If you start a goddamn trilogy, finish it. Even if I don't like it, I'm like, I hate that. Like, don't just get the budget for all three, and if the first one fails, just keep on going. Like that Atlas Shrugged adaptation, which I know Ayn Rand sucks. I tried watching the live action because the book, I like the book. I don't give a shit how shitty a person Ayn Rand was. The book was good, and the movie was like just dog shit. But they got 3 of them apparently, and I'm like, you have no idea what I'm fucking talking about. Okay, never mind. It's not important.
I like how you were just right. You didn't. Never mind. So anyway, just initial thoughts before we go into the plot of this movie.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I mean, like, I can see why it won an award for visual effects because the movie is beautiful. It holds
it
up
holds
today.
Up. It holds up. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we need more practical effects and shit.
It's really great, and like all the actors' performances were fantastic, and I like that they were written.
They were all pretty grounded.
Well, they were written generically, and they kind of let the actors.
No, the actors
come into that.
Yeah, their choices informed the characters.
Also, we have Alien to thank for Sigourney Weaver being so prominent in like today, because this kickstarted her career, and I love her in Avatar. I even loved her in Cabin in the Woods. Like, she's just a phenomenal actress, and I'm glad that this movie happened to kickstart her career. What?
I'm trying to think back to Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, you don't remember in that movie?
I watched that movie one time when I was like 17.
She's at the very end. It's I don't want to say it's a cameo, but it's basically a cameo.
No, it's like a fucking cameo. Is her name on the poster?
No.
Okay, it's a fucking cameo.
Yeah, it's a cameo. And then I do like that. Like, I love seeing like a sci-fi project like inspire people to work together on another one. Mm-hmm. So like O'Bannon met H.R. Geiger.
On
Jodorowsky's Dune, which I still need to see like the making of Jodorowsky's Dune, but like from the concept art and everything that I've seen, I'm very upset that we didn't get that version of Dune, which did also inspire at least a little bit from what I understand the Harkonnen planet, because it was going to be Geiger themed, and Denis Villeneuve, if I remember correctly, was a little bit inspired by that. But either way, the amazing and iconic design of the xenomorph is H.R. Geiger, and that's fantastic. And like it is phallic. Going back to like this movie is supposed to be like, psychologically just horrific because Jesus Christ. I say phallic, and you just put the whole thing in your mouth. But like, especially with the face huggers,
they look like vaginas.
Well, that's also
I know. It's literally the point that
it's supposed to be a metaphor for sexual assault towards men.
Yes,
and I think that's
the whole point, and we'll get to that. But like, they literally like look like a textbook drawing of a vagina. What are you doing?
Well, also H.R. Geiger's art just in general is very sexual. Like,
well, it was intentional.
Yeah, but like all his art's like that. Like, it's just he's a freaky guy.
He's just a gooner.
But I felt like that enhanced the horror, and they had to tone it down because originally it was gonna be like a see-through freaky head.
Yeah.
That the xenomorph had, but they were like, that looks too gross. We're gonna chill out, and so H.R. Geiger's art just really enhanced that, and I love that came from Jodorowsky's Dune. And God, I had like another thing I wanted to bring up.
When I first watched this in high school, I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy."
I can't remember.
I was like, "Whoa, that's awesome!" I'm like, "Oh my God!"
I can't remember when I first saw this movie.
I watched it in high school.
That was so long ago for me.
I mean, it was over a decade ago for me now. But like,
God, that was almost half my life ago. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so yeah, I remember the first impression was I was like, this movie's freaky as because it was. I was raised just like very sheltered.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just didn't watch a lot of scary stuff. I didn't watch like when The Dark Knight came out, I was like 13. No, I was like 12. I was in the 6th grade. Throw that can if you're gonna keep touching it. I can put it away. Goddamn.
I like to diddle my cup. Sue me.
I will. So, yeah, I was like 12 when The Dark Knight came out. Rated PG-13, and my dad's like, "That movie's too intense. You can't watch that." But like, that's the kind of household I grew up in. So like, remember watching something like Alien for the first time, like when I'm like 16 or 17. I'm just like, this shit's weird and awesome.
Yeah, because like, that's a graphic.
No, it was movie, it was one of the most graphic things I had seen at the time. Yeah, for sure. So, it was definitely one of those things, and I also remember thinking, okay, this is like just being in high school. I'm like, okay, this is old, but like not being able to appreciate it.
I miss that like grain on film that we used to have.
Can you? Yes, audio listeners, our live producer is bothering me. She wants me to scratch her butt. But anyway, yeah, Alien, produced by 20th Century Fox, and we're gonna. Can I help you? All right. So, spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen Alien, you should watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're here if you haven't watched the movie Alien, but if you haven't, come back after watching it.
Or go to the Patreon and watch it along with us.
Or do that.
Yeah, maybe not the first time though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, just watch it yourself. So we're about to spoil the out of it. So the plot: the commercial space tug Nostromo is returning to Earth with a 7-member crew in stasis. Captain Dallas, Executive Officer Crane, Warrant Officer Ripley, Navigator Lambert, Science Officer Ash, and Engineers Parker and Brett, along with the ship cat, Jones. The ship's computer Mother detects a transmission from a nearby planet and wakes the crew, following company policy to investigate transmissions indicating intelligent life. They leave their payload in orbit and land on the surface, but the ship is damaged. Dallas, Kane, and Lambert discover the transmission comes from a derelict alien vessel. Inside is a giant fossilized alien corpse with a hole in the torso. Meanwhile, Mother partially deciphers the transmission, which Ripley determines is a warning beacon and not an SOS as first thought.
Also, when I like the argument that they were having when they're like, we don't want to go down there.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're like, oh, do you want to get paid because you're going to breach your contract? And I'm like, this movie is also a good critique of capitalism.
No, it's a couple of different things, especially coming out in the late 70s and the rise of like capitalism and the damage it was starting to do to like the regular work.
If you want to be specific, guys, corporatism, which is the natural evolution.
And so it was a lot of that messaging. There, especially along with the assault stuff, which we'll get to.
Also, like just watching, like as history has gone on, like that is kind of the point that like corpos are taking it to.
Yep.
And it's crazy, like that exploitation. So like I appreciate this movie a lot, and speaking like,
and that's always been
Alien
in the background of Alien.
Oh yeah,
it's literally always in the background of Alien.
And that's why I really like that, Ridley Scott, at least in his headcanon and the Alien 20th anniversary.
Because even in
DVD,
Alien Earth, like, that's the main shit.
That's the main thing.
That's the main shit.
Because Ridley Scott also says, like, yeah, this is the same universe as, the super anti-corpo franchise, Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that a lot. And that's one of my favorite elements. Like, obviously, it's, not cyberpunk, but that it links to cyberpunk kind of dystopia. Like,
no, that's cyberpunk.
That's seasoning for me. Yeah.
But also in this first section of the movie and in this first act, like besides all that,
yeah.
The different conversations that we get, the different relationships that we see, especially with Ridley and the other woman on the ship,
Ripley,
not Ridley, Ripley. Like, we see her advising, and even though she is like the number 2 or the number 3, like we still get like that misogyny, like dismissal shit.
Oh yeah,
of that always happening.
And I do like that the crew has good. Like I can believe that they're kind of like they've been on a journey together.
Oh, absolutely.
And yeah, the chemistry within the cast is fantastic. Like the acting in this movie is also amazing. Like it's because some movies get carried by the score, by the scoring, by the visual effects, all that stuff. But no. Like the acting here was amazing. Anyway, continue.
Sorry. Audio listeners, you probably hear the squeaking. My dog's just trying really hard to play with us. Also, in this first section of the movie, we get a lot of nice set models.
Oh yeah, especially of the Nostromo. Yeah,
the Nostromo set,
God.
like a little set model. Oh, it's so
peak.
It's just, it's beautiful. Like, I don't have another way to describe having a scale model on film like that with such detail.
It's art. It's just
It's
like
art.
It's
It
like,
is.
I would love to like. Honestly, I would love to have that like just dangling behind us, like the scale model of the Nostromo.
Yeah, and then also when they're walking up to the crashed ship.
Oh yeah,
on the
everything
planet.
looks so incredible.
Yeah, like and when they're walking through the set pieces that we get to see when they're down there, and the amount of details, like when they see the space jockey, because we're at that point, and they're in that big room. Like, the amount of set pieces and the set dressing that we get to see from Geiger is incredible.
Yeah,
Like, it's just really nice. There's a reason it won visual effects awards and just everything else. Like, it is just truly something to behold. That's why we're telling you to watch it. It's just really nice looking. But anyway, so Ripley on the ship determines, she's like, oh, this isn't an SOS. This is a warning.
yeah.
And then meanwhile, Kane, he's in the thing and he discovers the egg chamber, right?
Oh, dude, where the was OSHA? Is what I want to know, because the way that this dipshit was acting around
The foreign eggs,
right?
First of all, big ass eggs.
Huge.
Huge eggs.
Like, and to see something like, if I like say I'm in
First of all, as a scientist, some shit opens up and you peer over that, dude. Come on,
like that.
You know.
Like, I understand you have a space helmet, but like, just like if I'm walking in the jungle, right, and I see a flower start just opening up, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, let me take a few steps back.
Audrey too.
Yeah.
Like, I think that plant's gonna eat me, like an alien Earth.
Or like there's a tree that like
What do you think?
if you touch it, it just like pops a bunch of seeds out at the speed of like bullets.
I hate that.
Nature's
That's
wild,
real?
man. That is real. There's a real tree
You're
that
not
does
fucking
that.
me.
I'm not. No.
You like how I said that?
No. Yeah. I'm not fucking you, Greg.
Anyway, so Kane goes down there. He's looking at these eggs, and then he touches the egg, and the egg opens up. It's like this. It's like,
Also, if you see something open and it's slimy, maybe,
and gooey,
be
and
a
like
little scared.
little misty stuff comes out. Fucking don't put your face in there.
Yeah, and you can see the little fucker moving around in there,
He
and
sees
I'm like,
the shit moving in there,
He's
and
like,
then
I think I'll put my face right there.
I'm gonna put my face in it, and then it cuts. We don't see it attack him. Well,
Yeah.
actually, we just wait, what? And then it cuts. So it springs out, and it attaches to his face, and now we're back on the Nostromo, and they're just like, we need to get him in here, and it's still wrapped around his face, right? Now you're woo-wooing me.
your dog wants attention.
Do you have something to say about Alien right now? Do you just want out of the room? I didn't want people to see my fucking living room. Okay, bye.
Bye, Mabel.
Bye, Maple.
You can just blur that out, Japanese style.
Look, she's still like looking in the crack. Anyway.
Oh, also,
Yep.
with the
Yep,
special
yep,
effects,
yep,
there
yep,
was
yep,
something.
yep,
that-
yep,
shut the
yep,
fuck
yep,
up.
yep, yep. You ever see that Muppet spit?
No.
Where they're going, yep.
Okay, that sounds a little bit more familiar, but I wasn't really a Muppets guy as a kid. You're a Muppets guy.
I'm a fucking Muppets fiend.
I'm a.
Can we watch the Muppets from space? It's sci-fi.
Okay,
There's
but
literal aliens.
okay, so
Alien
you know,
Muppets.
So Ira messaged me instead of like this little non sci-fi flower. We should put.
What do you mean non-sci-fi flower? It's a Japanese orchid, and inside the little middle part are little frogs.
Okay. Anyway, on to what I was saying. Ira was like, you should put Audrey too, but I'm kind of like. It's like the fourth thing that Little Shop of Horrors is sci-fi. Like, there's three other elements: a musical, comedy, horror, sci-fi. And I'm like, I get it. Yeah, it's an alien flower. I understand that. And I would love to include it in sci-fi, but I don't feel like sci-fi fans. Have you seen that sci-fi extremely amazing show?
Have you seen that
Little Shop of
sci-fi
Horrors?
musical Little Shop of Horrors? It's incredible.
Like, but the sci-fi parody Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, if I can find something affordable.
Leave a comment down below, and if that comment gets
Oh yeah, but
2 likes.
we'll
if you
put Audrey too.
yeah, we will 2 likes is all
Welcome
it takes.
back. I knew this was gonna happen.
But also,
I love you.
if you're okay, we're gonna do Muppets in Space. We're doing the 2003 Ang Lee Incredible Hulk because I stand I stand by that being sci-fi and not
Okay.
just a superhero movie.
Okay.
Also, Bill Bixby is the Incredible Hulk. I want to watch. Also, I like that they were like, you're gonna go by David Banner. Why? Because Bruce is a gay name. Literally, that was it.
Listen, dude. 2003 was the height of saying the F slur. Actually, that's
No,
a
the
lie.
Bill Bixby was in the 70s.
Oh.
Yeah, the 70s they called him David Banner because Bruce was considered too gay a name, so they didn't want him thinking it was the Incredible Hulk, which would have been fine.
Well, as long as he didn't have a mustache.
Bill Bixby was clean shaven.
Yeah, then he's
You know what?
fine.
If he had a mustache, he'd look like. You know who Jim Croce is?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I feel like.
Yeah, but back then, like, of that time, like, mustaches were gay.
Okay, yeah,
that's why
true,
Freddie
yeah.
Mercury had a mustache.
I don't think that's why.
That's not
he
why
had
he
it.
had a mustache, but, like, mustaches were gay. We're getting off topic.
Yeah.
Do you have a gay mustache? Let us know in the comments down below. Do you want me to grow
Are
a gay mustache?
Viltrumites gay?
All Viltrumites are gay. Nolan spelled backwards is anal.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It ends
If
with
you
an N.
rearrange the letters of Nolan, it spells anal.
A Noel, maybe, but not.
Just let me have it. dude.
No.
Just let me make gay jokes.
Okay, but you have to kiss that boy if you're gonna be gay.
I've already kissed a boy. I don't want to do it again.
This guy kisses boys, not no. I'll fuck him.
I literally only pegged the dude one time just to be like, you can't
What?
say you're not gay just because you haven't tried it. It's like, all right, fuck you, I'm not
That's
gay.
not. You've got to have a dick in your mouth, like
What
to,
the fuck? No.
to be like.
No, I know
I
I'm not
claim gay.
I'm pretty sure I don't need to have a penis in my mouth to know I'm not gay.
How do you know if you haven't tried one?
I,
How do you know? You never know.
I know that falling off of a cliff would kill me, but I don't need to do it.
See, and that's why you'll never know if you have superpowers.
I don't need to know. In fact, if I ever develop superpowers, nobody would ever know. I wouldn't even be a superhero.
I have them. I'm just I'm not gonna use them.
I'm not, because then the fucking government's gonna come probe my asshole.
They will.
They will. They're gonna come touch my non-fingerable butthole. They
I
don't know
said that in the name of hygiene. It's you just gotta go a
You said
knuckle
what again?
that I have fingerable butthole.
You
but
heard it
to
here
be clear, I wasn't saying that because I like fingers up my butthole.
But he
okay?
does.
I don't. I don't. I'm
was
the-
looking at you like
I'm
you're
the
a liar.
worst bottom ever. But I said it because hygienically, you should be going a knuckle deep when you wipe. You know, you should have the outer and most
Can
of the
we
inner.
talk
should be-
about Alien, please?
You brought it up. Just cut this out. Cut this out. Remove this.
I'm not.
It's like, oh, I fucking hate you. Go back to Alien, you dipshit.
What do you want from me, Mabel?
Why does your dog need you right now?
I don't know. Anyway,
Okay,
so they're going back on the ship, and Kane's like unconscious, and they're carrying him, and he's got the alien around him.
this part I wanted to talk.
And then they're just like, so Dallas, who's like the captain, the guy in charge, he's off of the ship. He's carrying Kane on with the other people, and he's like to Ripley, you let us in this fucking ship, and she's like, no, we can't. I can't compromise like the rest of the crew and the shit. He's like, you let us. She's like, I fucking can't. And then Ash, the fucking science officer, the piece of shit, he is a douche and unlocks the airlock. Lets them inside
They
anyway.
cast the perfect guy because I hate like his face.
The
like
casting
fuck
of-
him.
Yeah. No,
Like, I wanna kick him in the
They
fucking
did a really
face.
good job casting.
Yeah.
Him. So Ash disobeys her
Yeah.
because
Which I wanted to talk about that part specifically.
she's in charge.
Yeah, and I
Because
like.
Dallas is off ship,
Yeah, and I love that.
and he straight up disobeys her.
Yeah, and I love that Ripley was
Direct
acting
order.
under the principle of like harm reduction because I do hate in movies when people like. So obviously, like empathy is important, right? But like I think like an evolved part of that is harm reduction, and like her, it's like, hey, you have a foreign fucking animal gripped to your face.
Grip to your
We
face.
don't know if there's diseases or anything
Like
that
why?
come along with
yeah,
that.
why would I compromise everyone else for that?
Yeah,
like
and
that's,
Dallas should have fucking known better. As the captain,
as
he
the
should have.
captain, yeah, he's like, all right, we gotta leave Kane.
Like
sorry,
John Crichton would never. Actually, he
would-
wouldn't want to
he'd
get.
find a way.
He'd find a way to save
John
him.
Crichton would find a way.
He would find a way.
He would find it.
But-
Aaron would be yelling at him to leave them behind.
You're
or whatever.
stupid, John Crichton. You're
John,
stupid.
it's illogical, John.
It's illogical. And then
It's
he'd do it, and
stupid.
she'd be like, "But that's why I love you."
God damn it, John. And then Dargo's just like, yeah, I mean,
Good man.
He's the strongest man.
God, I kind of want to watch just watch Farscape again. I know we're talking about Alien. I need you guys to understand. I will always say that Farscape is peak. You watch a bunch of like people on spaceships going through space shows, and then you watch Farscape, and you realize there's nothing fucking better than that. Nothing. It's the best show. It's the best sci-fi show. There is nothing better than Farscape.
They have fucking Jim Henson puppets, bro.
Jim Henson
They have fucking
puppets.
Jim Henson Company working on these goddamn aliens. You got Ben Browder as the hottest man in space in a leather vest.
He is dashing. That is a like you
have
look up
Claudia
dashing.
Black, an Australian New Zealand goddess who, oh by the way, is the voice actress and physical model for Uncharted, the chick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's Claudia Black.
Also,
that's her ass canonically in Uncharted.
So we were talking about I hate people hating on
We're
certain
talking
things. and
about
stuff.
everything but aliens.
I shut the fuck up. Hold on. Claudia Black also voice acts the first boss in Forspoken, which get past the first hour. It like yes, the main character's annoying, but she grows as a person, and it's just got Claudia Black, and I just you should just play it. Back to Alien. Ripley made the right fucking
Ripley's
decision.
making the right call.
Yeah.
Ash is being a douche because he's just like science. I want to study the alien.
because he's got corporate orders, and corpos are not
he's
your
a
friend.
corpo cuck.
He really is.
He's a corpo
Fuck
cuck.
him.
So they let him in, and then they put him in the
Capitalist pig.
so they put him in the quarantine thing, and then the engineers are still working on the repairs. Dumb
Yeah.
and Dumber is what I'll call them. I forget their names. But they are painted as like the lowly like blue collar guys, but in reality they are intelligent. Like,
Oh,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah,
call
yeah,
them
yeah.
Dumb and Dumber, but it's because of how the movie wants to paint them. But they are
Yeah.
actually intelligent. So anyway, Ash attempts to take the creature off of Kane's face, but then he stops whenever he cuts in, and then the acid starts, and then it goes through the ship's hull.
I loved when they were like
and
chasing
they
the
were
drop.
and they're freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
because they're just like, oh shit.
Hull breach. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. So that's a really nice, intense moment, and then the crew. After that, the creature eventually dies. Just dies and detaches itself. from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
crane.
yeah.
But that's actually not what happens. we get a scene. It just as it detaches and dies and he
Yeah.
wakes up. But in reality, they discover while they're not watching him, they're like, it's gone. It's off of his face. And he's
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
unconscious. And then they have to go in the room. Dallas, Ripley, and Ash, the three of them go in there with like these cattle prod things. We have this really, 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 really nice, intense moment.
Yeah, because they're just like,
Dude, this movie is so good at building tension.
yeah, like the
Like,
suspense
the
is fantastic.
The stakes are very real, and they're making plausible and human decisions, and that's what draws you in, and that's what creates the real suspense.
Yeah, even talking shit about like Kane, right?
Yeah.
Like he's not a xenobiologist, you know. So like like if you put yourself in the shoes, it's this guy. They're like what? They're space miners, right? You know, he's in here and he just sees this egg.
They're
and
truckers.
Right. They're space truckers, and like the natural human curiosity.
He's like, oh, what's that
Like,
thing that
what-
just opened? Like,
which
literally,
most of us, I'm gonna be real. Most of us,
Yeah,
like we see a new thing and like we're not.
what's that?
We're not always mindful and be like,
Dude,
yeah.
I'm an elementary school teacher. Kids see literally anything they haven't seen before, and they're like, let me touch it and put it in my mouth.
Yeah, let me be real. If that egg was like color blocked, I would be like, okay, what's going on over here? You know, if
that shit was bright purple, you would be all over it.
I hate vibrant colors would get me. Natural sign that shit's poisonous, and I'd be like, purple.
So anyway, we get the nice intense moment. The thing, it falls. They find it. It like the legs curl and it dies.
little
you know,
spider.
Little spider legs, and it dies. You know, and I love that the legs are designed after fingers.
Yeah,
It's so fucking freaky looking.
You know that like, so going through the airport with like the original I think model of that specifically the face hugger, the guy got detained at the airport.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Transporting it because it was so freaky. Also,
They're like, yo, what the fuck is that
I
thing?
am glad that because like they originally weren't gonna go with skin color, they were gonna be green, but then they saw it like in that color and they were like, "That's freaky."
Nah,
Let's
it's
go ahead and
freaky.
go
We're
with
doing that. So anyway, he's awake, and they're like, let's eat. And they go to eat. And then, they're all eating around the table, and then Kane starts, like, coughing. And they're like, coughing, and then all of a sudden,
Which was unexpected. Like all that gore,
Yeah,
like
the-
surprised everybody. They
yeah,
did
they
not
didn't.
know that
They
was
didn't.
coming.
They just knew that something was going to happen. They didn't know exactly what was going to happen.
I probably would have pissed myself if like
and
that happened.
we get one of the most iconic body horror sci-fi scenes of all time, which is the chest burster, and the xenomorph and big baby bursts out of fucking Crane's chest.
Sorry, I'm thinking of the
And-
Spaceballs. Hello, my honey.
Baby, hello my
Yeah.
honey, hello my ragtime girl. I fucking love Spaceballs.
Spaceballs is great.
I'm putting it on the list. We get a really good scream from that one lady, the redhead. Forget her name.
You know, she was originally supposed to play the role of Ripley. She was
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah,
the
yeah.
lead.
She-
I can't
she
remember
auditioned
what
for
she
the
did before because she was a prominent actress at the time.
Yeah. Anyway, also really good performance from her.
Oh, also, and it was only revealed in Aliens if you zoom in on the computer like because like her job, I think, like profile comes up in one of the computers in Aliens, and it's revealed there
That they were
she's-
transgendered,
yeah,
right?
it was a trans woman, and I don't know if that was just like Cameron was just like let's just throw that in there, or if it was originally Ridley Scott's like idea to have like a trans character, and it just was like not spoken out loud, but that was just like a detail. I was like, oh, that's an interesting detail.
That's interesting. And so then, Alien escapes, and they're just like, all right, fuck. So they eject Kane's body out into space. They wrap him up mummy style. They put him into space, and they're like, okay, we got to find this shit. And then they come up with these little beepy thingies where it does like little air vibrations, and it detects the movement.
Oh yeah, the scanners.
Yeah, the scanners. They and then they find Jones instead.
Oh yeah, the cat.
And then Brett, Brett, one of the engineers, follows him down to like one of the landing legs. It's like all dark and wet in there in that part of the ship.
Moist.
I don't know why that part of their ship is wet.
Condensation? Aren't I thought
No, I don't know.
exhaust vents nearby.
Maybe. Anyway, it's wet in that part of the ship. He's looking for the cat, and then he gets by the alien, by the now fully developed alien. He gets
They grow up so fast.
because it comes out of his mouth, and it's like it goes.
Which, bro, if I see an animal and it threatens me and it's got a freaky little other head that comes out of its mouth, like, I'm just giving up, you know? Like, I'm just, okay, that's it for me.
Yeah. And then and then the crew determines that the alien is moving around in the air ducts, and they're just like, okay, I'm going to go in there with a flamethrower.
Fair.
Fair. And so they're trying to force it out of the airlock. And Dallas asks Mother about alternative plans to kill the alien, but the computer ominously refuses to answer the questions because the computer wants the fucking alien.
Yeah.
That's its secret objective.
Another thing I wanted to say on that is that it's really crazy. So, like, obviously, well, not obviously for everybody, but, like, you know, Mother was a little bit inspired by Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just crazy how much more, like, cold and I feel like evil, like, a corpo AI is compared to a rogue AI. Because I feel like Mother's worse than Hal. You know, Hal's just kind
Hal's
of
a real guy.
fucker. Like, yeah,
he's
Hal's a fucker, but
he's
like,
a real guy. He's an asshole. This is a corpo AI that has the best interest of a company, which feels gross.
yeah, it's like
it's not its own best interests.
it's like you are assets that are only useful if you bring in this alien that's going to skull fuck you. Like, jeez, what?
And I forget at one point, because I don't think it says here in the Wikipedia plot that Ash gets like the secret directive to get to retrieve the alien at all costs.
Yeah, right.
I forget when that happens. But anyway, he goes into the ducts with the flamethrower, but is obviously ambushed by the alien. And this is one of my favorite fucking like scenes because it's so fucking funny. Because he's just in the air duct with the flamethrower, and then he turns to the alien. It literally just goes like this. And then it cuts. It's like, I'll put it in right here. So then hysterical Lambert, she's just like, we're all gonna die, she just abandoned an escape pod. Ripley, now in command, rejects the plan because the escape pod cannot support 4 remaining people. Ripley decides they're gonna try the plan again, and she accesses Mother herself and discovers the secret directive for Ash to return with the alien body for study, regardless of the risk of the crew. And this is when Ash tries to kill her, and then in retaliation, she hurts Ash and realizes that Ash
is a fucking wireback.
Fucking damn.
What? They're not people. You can call them whatever the fuck you want. They're not human beings.
So this fucking
or
clanker, he's a synthoid, or he's a synth, whatever they're called.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
He's an android.
I have sympathy for the replicants, right? Blade Runner, like the ones that are being hunted, like them. I'm like, nah, like you're.
Yeah, because they're told that they're people.
Yeah, you're oppressed. I want you to have freedom, but this corpo fuck, this
corpo cuck clanker, this corpo clanker cuck.
No sympathy, no sympathy for. He's just there to generate capital and fuck him.
We should put Ash on a T-shirt. It says corpo clanker cuck.
Yes.
So anyway, and then so she gets away, and then Ash expresses his admiration for the alien, and then that's when Parker comes in and fucking incinerates Ash.
I will say I do get the admiration for a creature.
It's so
like
funny that like a synthetic David created the perfect being. And then another synthetic sees it and is like, "That's the perfect being."
Yeah, no,
like,
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And it is crazy, like just the thought of a creature that like incorporates, you know, oh my god, it's like a chimera ant.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I love that concept.
For those of you non-weebs, that's an anime reference to Hunter x Hunter.
It's Hunter x Hunter or Hunter times Hunter. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm joking.
No, I'm laughing inside because literally a kid at like I said it, I'm a teacher. A kid said Hunter x Hunter, and I'm like, it's actually just Hunter x
I
Hunter.
used to say Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I'm
Getting
like,
back, we
granted,
should...
he's 12, and I'm just like, hey, I know you don't know. You don't say the X. Really? No, you
The
don't
X
say
is silent.
X. The X is silent. It's just Hunter x Hunter. Anyway, so they fucking flamethrower Ash.
Yeah.
They're just like, fuck this synth. They're like, fuck this clanker corpo cuck. This
Yeah.
corpo clanker cuck. Say that 3 times fast. Corpo clanker cuck. Corpo clanker cuck. Corpo clanker cuck.
I do appreciate the alliteration.
Thanks. So now there's 3 of them. It's Parker, the black guy. It's Lambert, the trans woman, and Ripley. And so with no hope of defeating the alien, Ripley decides to do the self-destruct sequence and go ahead with Lambert's plan of abandoning. And then while they're gathering supplies, the alien kills both Parker and Lambert. Like, it just... I'm genuinely blanking on how it does that.
Dude, yeah,
I'm genuinely blanking. On how
I
it
have
kills
had I have had a long week. My memory is...
I'm struggling here. And so now alone, she starts the self-destruct process, but then...
I now remember... Okay, now I remember...
How did they get killed? How did they get killed?
They were in that one chamber and fucking Lambert freaks out and Parker tries his best to help, but the alien just overpowers like both of them and proves that it is the apex predator.
Yeah, it really is. And so it's blocking her path to the escape pod, and then she's like, "Oh fuck!" And then so she narrowly escapes and tries to go back to turn back the abort sequence, and she's alone and like whatever with the alien, and then she's literally like half a second.
Yeah,
away.
like,
and then she starts screaming at Mother because Mother's sentient. Like, that's what we get.
Right. Yeah,
that's what we get from the interactions is, like, Mother is sentient and can make those kinds of decisions. And so the fact that she's screaming at Mother for, like, not letting her do it and everything, it's, like, all that release of... And I feel like that is the corporation really just saying, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
No, and it's like, I mean, in further Alien movies, and especially in Alien Earth, it's just like our profit margins are the number one concern. Which is, I mean... Once again, as time goes on, is just proving to be more and more real.
It's very relevant
every day.
It's quite relevant. So, and then also Jones is there. We can't forget about Jones.
We can't forget about Jones.
Jones.
Right.
The cat is there the whole time. By the way, cat's there the whole time. She is getting the cat to the escape pod with her. In fact, she sees that she puts the cat out, and the alien's there with the cat, and she's like, "Oh fuck, I gotta get the cat."
Yeah, and I get it.
Remember that writing book that I gave you?
Yeah.
What's the title?
Save the cat.
Yep, Save the Cat. Like that, you got to create an empathetic hero.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
and that I was already on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I was like the big part that got me to be on Ripley's side when she's like, "I'm not letting you back in."
Yeah, immediately we're seeing the kind of person that she is after being rejected and not being listened to, and then when she's finally put into position, she's still thinking about everybody else. And our video stopped for some fucking reason. Hold on.
Okay. Good on you for putting... Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's back. Okay.
I don't know why that stopped. For, like, no reason.
Yeah, but yeah, like, her getting the cat and making that a priority, like, I get it. I get that you might die doing that, but like I just think like,
well, yeah, it's like if Mabel, if our
right.
live producer, I like how she came into frame as I started talking about her. It's like if she was on the ship, it's like I'd still try to get her.
Yeah,
I'd try to get her out.
Oh yeah.
Granted,
if it was one of my babies, oh my god, like
Granted, a cat is a lot easier to get out than that thing right there.
Yeah.
Not to call you a thing, Miss Baby.
I would not survive in most horror apocalypse movies because I'm not giving up my dog. Like I'm.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I have that will to. Granted, she's trained enough that I can bug out with her and be fine. So.
Yeah, my dogs would be barking, so I'd be like, great. I'm just gonna try to find as many weapons to like keep them alive, basically. Like.
Anyway, so eventually, like I said, she's screaming at Mother. Because she didn't get to abort the self-destruct in time. Literally, she's like half a second late. And she's screaming at Mother. So now she has to actually get back to the escape pod where the alien was with Jones. And then so she goes back, and the alien's gone. It's not in her path anymore. So she takes Jones. She boards the escape pod, launches it, watches the Nostromo explode, presumes the alien is dead. And when I was rewatching this for the show, the entire time I'm thinking, where's the big like mech robot suit? I'm like, when does that part come in here? I'm like, the ship just exploded. I'm like, the ship just exploded. I'm like, when does she do the mech suit? And then I'm like, as the movie was going on, and like as the Nostromo explodes, I'm like, I'm thinking about aliens, aren't I?
I like that your brain has melded like the two movies, which
because I watched it because when I first watched them like back to back in high school, like yeah, it had been so long that my brain just like melded the Alien franchise together because I already watched them a couple of times, and so like my brain is just like, wait, what is that? What is this supposed to? Oh, I'm thinking. Okay, never mind.
And I will say, one of the things that I thought was interesting is that Alien is like sci-fi horror.
Oh, it's
but
horror.
Aliens is sci-fi action. Yeah, like they got rid of, and that's what's interesting to me about the whole franchise is that you like it kind of oscillates between sci-fi action. I think one of them, if I remember correctly, like I felt like Prometheus was like mostly science fiction with some horrific elements. It was primarily
primarily science
sci-fi.
Fiction adventure, not action, but adventure.
Yeah. But like it kind of oscillates between what it is with sci-fi at the front.
Yeah, and so in something that that is a difference that I noticed because when I did first watch these, and why did it do that again? Oh. It's back. Why the fuck does it keep doing that?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's weird.
It is weird. So that is something that I noticed watching them back to back, like in my youth. I'm like, oh, this one is a lot more like horror and like message behind it. Because like we were saying in the beginning, H.R. Geiger used a lot of sexual visualization to drive home the point across of like this is an allegory for rape,
right? Yeah,
against like women. That's why the alien is female genitalia. That's why it impregnates them against his will.
Yeah,
like it is an allegory for rape.
Also, did you know that Alien Resurrection, Geiger really wanted a hermaphroditic alien to have both sets of genitals at once. And they were like, "We're not doing," which I get, but
the public could not handle that.
I know.
I feel like, and that's the thing that I do, like understand is like we at the end of the day, we have to make this consumable. It's art,
and I hate sacrifice
and I hate sacrificing that.
It's the same thing with Watchmen.
But I think that's what's beautiful is when you are because when we're given no limits, that's when like. We get whatever. But when we're given restrictions and we have to create within those restrictions and still get points across, that's when we get really good shit like this.
That's fair. And I do love when artists find creative ways to go around their restrictions. I love it. At the same time, sometimes I'm like with Watchmen, right? It's not supposed to be spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched Watchmen. In the movie, I didn't like that they replaced the alien invasion for just making Dr. Manhattan look like the bad guy. But then in the show they did like do the alien stuff and I remember one of my friends at the time was like, no, people just weren't ready for that level of like weirdness.
No, it's literally in the more that we talk about stuff like this and the more that you get into researching movies and stuff, the more you'll see and realize that a lot of what we show and what we get in movies at those time periods are because that is what audiences can handle.
Sometimes, yeah. But at the same time, I hate studio executives who think they know.
No,
that.
Absolutely. There's that, but there's a massive difference between that and like, okay, if we show this to people, they're literally not going to get it. It's just too much.
I haven't seen it. But I will say, and it's definitely going on the list, I agree with Francis Ford Coppola when he was making Megalopolis, and he's just like, I'm going to make the movie I want to make. I don't care. And I get it. And I appreciate that's one of the main reasons I want to see it, because I do want artists, right?
Where is it even accessible? Is it even accessible?
Megalopolis?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's streaming at this point.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So Ripley's in the escape pod, drifting off. She's in her tank top and the
panties.
the granny panties. And Jones is like purring and shit.
Which kudos to Sigourney Weaver for saying no.
I will not shave my bush.
You can edit it out.
You can airbrush my bush out in post.
Yeah, like, good for her. Good for her, you know? Also crazy, because I feel like a lot of directors would have been like, no, fuck you, like, you know, or some shit, or edited the scene around that. But, like, good on Ridley Scott for being like, you know, we'll work around it if you really don't want to shave your bush. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's an intimacy thing. Like,
Yeah,
it's literally, you can't force somebody to shave their genitals.
Right, right. And nor
Like,
should you.
So, yeah, Bushgate. Not to be confused with 9/11. So we have Ridley in the escape pod. She's getting ready. She's about to get down in the stasis. And then she realizes that the alien actually is just taking a nap in the escape pod.
Dude.
And that was so frightening. Like, I remember watching it for the first time and thinking everything is safe and good and just being like, all right, we're wrapping up the movie. We're setting up her to live for a sequel. And then the alien fucking arm or tail or whatever the fuck comes out. And I'm like, oh, shit.
I actually,
It actually got me.
You
the first time.
You need to play that clip. Play the American Dad one. You need to play that clip, right? Look at the surprise. Look at the surprise. But no, like I would have had to change my panties because I'd have just shit myself there.
Like, I'm surprised we didn't get a shot of Sigourney Weaver's just getting wet. Of just like, I would have pissed myself.
Piss and shit. That was
I would have
fucking terrifying. Like, Jesus Christ. You escape the monstrous thing that came out of your coworker's chest.
You're naked. You're vulnerable. Your pants are off. I'm vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
My pants are off.
I get more anxious when someone's fighting in a state of like not being clothed. Like,
dude, if I ever
Eastern Promises, the
Dude,
fight scene in the spa.
If I ever get into like a street fight, I'm just getting naked.
I mean, that would just
You know how scary that is?
Have you seen the movie Bronson?
No.
You should watch the movie Bronson.
Does this happen?
He literally kidnaps a prison guard, and he's like, rub my ass, because he's rubbing butter all over himself. 5 guards break in, fucking just swings, and they're like carrying him out. He just gets naked and lubes up for every fight. Like, based on a true story, by the way.
Good strat. Lube it up and get naked. That's how the Greeks did it.
Like, that actually happened. Bronson was a real prisoner in the UK, and he did that shit. If I remember correctly, they released him because he was too expensive to keep behind bars, because that dude was a menace.
Crazy. Anyway, feel free to fact check.
Also,
in
guys,
the
I
comments.
have ADD in
And
case
autism.
you cannot, and autism. As if that wasn't even more fucking obvious. But yeah, so yeah, like you will get the sci-fi deets, but also
we're gonna go off on a lot of tangents.
Yeah.
It's just it's so anyway. And the alien's all sleepy, right? He's moving slow.
Yeah.
And she's like trying to figure out how the fuck do I get? So she starts slipping into the soup.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna air vent this bitch out, because she already put Jonesy in the other stasis pod. Jones is in the stasis. He's in that other stasis pod. So she gets herself in the spacesuit. She loads the grappling gun, and then she straps herself to the chair, opens the shuttle door. She shoots the thingy, and it's clinging to the door frame, and she shoots it with the gun, and then it goes out into space.
I don't know how Ripley can walk around with those massive fucking balls.
Dude.
Like, because Jesus Christ, dude.
Of
Like,
steel.
which also, like, really smart idea. Vent the fucking life out. Like, you know, like, that was a good idea.
It was an
And,
intelligent move.
yeah. So I really admire
Kudos.
the character.
Yeah, and she shoots it, and the grappling line, it's it's tethered, and then it's swinging, and then the engines, and then, you know.
Oh yeah, it latches onto the engines, and she's like, I'm not
And then-
dealing with this anymore. Let me burn you up.
And then, she starts doing her own little captain's log over there. She's like, last surviving member of the Nostromo. I forget what else she says in this moment. And then the credits roll.
That's a great Sigourney Weaver voice.
Thank you.
Spot on.
Thanks.
That's exactly how she
That's
sounds.
exactly how she talks.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Al- Also, I love how, honestly, in 90% of situations, when you are faced with an incredible enemy, fire is just the way to go.
I mean, that's what Vietnam
Except
told
for
us.
one movie that we'll do later. Like, it usually, you just burn stuff. That's why I hate ghosts. You can't burn them, you know? You're just kind of helpless.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any, like, other fun facts in this little
Oh, I got one.
Wikipedia.
That was my favorite. So the special super effect. The special effects. The effects.
The effects that was super effective.
I mean, the effects were super.
The
but
effects were super visually.
special effects supervisor.
The super special effects supervisor.
Okay. You let me fucking go.
You're gonna let me fucking go.
Fucking hate you. Anyway, so the special effects supervisor worked on Thunderbirds beforehand. And fun fact about Thunderbirds is Matt Parker, no, it's Trey Parker and Matt Stone, sorry. I get their names mixed up. Wanted to do a reboot, but like they didn't like Thunderbirds, and then they realized that melodrama with puppets is like it's a hat on a hat. So no, it wasn't that. It was the melodrama was what worked, so they did Team America instead of Thunderbirds, and that's how we got that. So that
America, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna say that. I'm not really happy with America right now.
Coming again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah. It's so funny because they go to the Middle East in that movie too.
We just can't stay out of there.
Sorry, as like an elder Gen Z and a later millennial, we've just been there our entire lives. So, once again, fuck corpos. Anyway, that is one of our favorites. That's Alien.
That is Alien.
I like Alien a lot.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if you somehow haven't seen it by now,
You
and for
should
some
totally
reason
watch
listen
it.
to the spoilers.
And if you want more of us talking about Alien, guess what? We have a Patreon
Yes.
that Maggie talked about earlier, where you can actually watch us watch the movie Mystery Science Theater 3000 style. You can watch it along with us. We tell you where we're streaming it from so that you can find it. I don't condone piracy. He's kind of,
It depends. It depends on who's streaming it and how ethical they are as a company.
Anyway, so yeah, if you want to watch along with us, if you've already watched Alien, or if you want to watch it for the first time, if you watched this whole thing through and you've never watched Alien, and we have convinced you to watch Alien and want to watch it along with us, come do that.
Also, if you just like assholes talking during movies, like another great reason to watch our Patreon.
Another great.
I just want to be mad while I watch a fucking movie, and I need somebody talking in front of me to do it.
Remember when we were watching Godzilla -0 and some asshole answered the phone?
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Fuck
You know
that
what?
fucking guy.
During fucking what was it? Infinity War. At the very end, after the snap, fucking Peter Parker. I'm about to fucking cry because Parker's
Pussy.
getting dusted. This guy, I don't know why this guy was carrying his fucking kid that close to my ear, but and I'm like, I just turn around like, motherfucker, like I wouldn't hit a kid. You should never hurt kids, America. But like I felt my hand, like it was just I was like, no, don't hit him. The dad though was fair. I was like,
I was watching The Long Walk, and there was a couple. First of all, we walk into the theater, me and my 3 friends, and they're in our seats. And we're like, excuse us, you're in our seats. And then they go to their actual seats. And then, like, in the movie, they're talking and texting. And they're, like, doing the whole voice note shit on WhatsApp. And, like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, no, we tell them, we're like, hey, can you, like, take that outside or stop? And they're like, mind your own business. And then that's when my friend James got up and, like, went and got a manager. Yeah, movie etiquette's important. Our live producer is telling us it's time to wrap it up.
Well, thank you guys for joining us and listening, or if you're on YouTube, watching us to the end.
Yeah, watching to the end. Again, if you want to see more of us, subscribe to the Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and you get a whole 4 bonus episodes. That's $1.25 an extra episode.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy. It's less than a cup of coffee a month for 4 extra episodes where you get to watch along with us.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So go hit us at the Patreon, patreon.com/Sci-Fi Simps, or whatever the URL is that I put on the screen right now. We haven't figured that out yet.
Please do that. Anyway, we're the Sci-Fi Simps, and we are signing off.
You know what's really... Wait, hold on.
You can't... I did the. Okay, go on.
You
Go on.
did the- you
Whatever.
did the-
Yeah. What? You could just go.
It's okay. We'll save it. We'll save it.
just cut that
Or,
out. Just
click
put it-
click again. Click again. All right. Bye.
Huh?